Right, but I want to talk about Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea. There has been some big developments over that. Chelsea are reportedly going to make a bid for the United star. We're going through all the latest news, analysing it and giving you my final thoughts. Listen, it was a bit of a strange move and a strange article, but Garnacho has been linked with so many different clubs. Napoli, other loan exits, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid have been interested in him. It's obviously United might want to sell Garnacho for the basis of the fact that for obviously PSR rules, but when Alejandro Garnacho is not actively pursuing a move away from Manchester United despite mounting uncertainty over his future. Sources say Manchester United are under increasing pressure to sell a highly valuable academy player, which will represent a pure profit under the PSR rules. United signed Garnacho from the Atletico Madrid academy when he was 16 in 2020, and they are already prepared to sell academy graduate Marcus Rashford, who is keen to leave. Chelsea are looking for a possible deal for Garnacho. Jamie Gittins is also in the interest to them. Manchester United do not want to sell, and it is thought that it would take a huge offer for them to even consider it. Garnacho, currently one of several profiles looked at as Chelsea assess market opportunities. Napoli have already made an offer and approach and a series about Garnacho. Manchester United not actively looking to sell unless an offer comes in that is too good to turn down. United's valuation of Garnacho remains at €70 million plus. So that's coming from Sky, coming in from Manchester Evening News and Sky as well. Listen, there's no doubt Garnacho is on the cards. I would not want to sell him to any Premier League rival. I'm on the thing of I want to keep Garnacho. I think Garnacho is a very, very good player, and he's definitely one for the future. Again, for PSR rules, United might want to sell him, and that could be one of the big reasons. The 20-year-old wingers are among multiple candidates of interest at Chelsea. There's 4 conversations. Garnacho's interested, but he doesn't have any intention to leave. They've made inquiries about Garnacho. He fits the profile. Garnacho fits the profile the West End club are pondering to bolster their head coach Enzo Maresca's squad. That's coming in from David Ornstein. So he's kind of said some more exclusive news there. It is very interesting because Garnacho, for me, I think the only reason why he's come upon sort of a player to leave is because he struggled with confidence and he's been left out of the Derby squad, and United need PSR now. As I said, the most of the players who are going to be sold will be then academy graduates, and you look at the current ones in the team, the most valuable anyway is Kobe Mainoo, Rashford and Garnacho. Now Rashford's already going to leave, so he gets pure profit then. I think Kobe Mainoo and Garnacho we can afford to keep. I think United will get a lot of money together. If you have to pick one of them to leave, it would be Rashford, and he is the most likely to leave. If you're picking out of Garnacho and Mainoo, it probably would be Garnacho, but I still think they're 2 valuable players, and Garnacho is a very good talent. I think Manchester United are struggling at the moment to bring players through, and again, we are struggling with the finances. That's why Sir Jim is getting all the costs that he possibly can, and ultimately he is going to make some ruthless decisions. Now, for me, players who are going to leave and we're going to get money for: Casemiro, we're not going to make a profit for. Eriksen, we're not going to make a profit for, but we are going to save money on wages. The money that we get for Rashford, whether that's a loan or hopefully a permanent, will be pure profit if we do get that. So that's a good bit of money there. There will be players leaving. Lindelof, Evans, more wages again. So we are saving money. I do not want to see Garnacho in another Premier League team. Obviously, United have got other issues as well. Obviously, Jadon Sancho is currently at Chelsea. He returned to Manchester United, and we'll have to wait and see if Amorim wants to keep him in the window. But for me, Garnacho would be someone who I keep at Manchester United. He's a very, very talented player. He's someone who works tremendously hard, and yes, he has got an attitude issue, but you look at on his day, he's starting to have some really good impact in this team. Amorim likes him a lot. Amorim has expressed his desire to keep the player, and I think it'd be silly to risk a player like him going. It's a different situation to Rashford. Rashford's 28 or 27 and has been at the club has been in the first team for 11 years. Taking the sentimental value aside, you have to look at Garnacho, and he's definitely one for the future. He's offered a lot in the last 3 years. I think last season he played a lot of games. This season he's had some good games, and I do not want to see Garnacho leave. Again, you can understand, but the amount of cost that Jim Radcliffe is cutting is absurd. Gift card for for stewards, Christmas parties, all these sort of things, donations to ex-players' charities. That is a warning sign. I don't think United can be that broke. And that's why you can probably see the ticket rises pricing. But again, you can understand PSR rules. We will have to sell some academy players. That's why we probably did sell McTominay for 30 million. Again, that was pure profit. There will be players who will have to leave, and we need to get that wage bill down as well, because Ericsson, what's he on? Probably 150, 200. Lindelof's probably on about 200. Anthony's on 200. He has to go. There's even just in wages, you can think about raising over $1 million. Think about Casemiro, Ericsson, that's like 700,000. Lindelof's probably 150, that's 850. Anthony 200, that's over £1 million already there, and that's ultimately something that United can do. I don't think getting rid of players who are the future of this club, Garnacho may not work out, but he's sort of the player we should be building with him, Ahmad, Mainu, Euro. Rashford isn't really the future of this team, and that's why I would, out of the three, let him go. And it does make a lot of sense. We do need money coming in. But as I said, getting rid of players would only help Manchester United. We need to be realistic here. And Garnacho to Chelsea, he'd probably be a great fit there. Maresca's obviously identified him as one of the best. Napoli are heavily interested in him. You can't definitely rule out... you cannot rule out an exit of Garnacho from Manchester United. You have to look at it from a point of, if a club comes in with an offer of 70 million plus, United are going to accept it, and you have to look at that from that perspective. Garnacho for me is worth about 70, 80 million. I think you look what he's done in the United shirt so far, he is that sort of talent, and you can understand why United are not willing to budge from that price. But let me know your thoughts. Would you sell Garnacho to Chelsea? Thanks for watching. Peace.